Welcome to a special edition of Jesse Watters Primetime. I'm Charlie Hurt, in for Jesse, and we start with a Fox News alert. Another bombshell scandal just blew up inside the Democrat tent. Graham Platner, who's been accused of outrageous drinking, manhandling women, sexting outside of his marriage, and, oh yeah, having a Nazi tattoo, has just been accused of sexual assault. Former girlfriend just came out to Politico and accused Platner of raping her inside her own home back in 2021.
Did Graham Platner rape you?
By definition, yes. Absolutely.
Because he had non-consensual sex with you?
Yeah.
Forced himself on you? Mm-hmm. Even after you had told him no and fought him off?
Yeah. He violated multiple layers of consent that night.
Jenny Rascott says she and Platner dated on and off for 2 years until one night in 2021. She says she and Platner had been texting earlier that day, and she had told him not to come over. But later that night, he let himself into her house anyway, drunk and uninvited, also known as breaking and entering. Rascott told Politico he started grabbing her in the living room, and when she tried to get away, he followed her into the bedroom and forced himself on her as she begged him to stop.
So he had kind of like jumped on top of me and indicated that he had intentions that were sexual in nature. And I remember just at first being like, hey, I'm not into this. Like, I'm not in the mood. Like, don't, whatever. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, I feel like I've said this enough times. Like, he's not listening to me or he's not hearing me. And I looked at him and I remember this very specific look in his eyes. And I could smell alcohol and I was like, this is different. He is heavily intoxicated. Like, and that blank stare was kind of like a photographic memory that I still have of that night.
She describes him as being, quote, almost blackout drunk.
In the morning, he woke up and he went to go put his arm around me. And so I remember taking his arm and throwing it back at him. And I said, are you serious, Graham? And he's like, what? And I'm like, do you not remember what happened last night? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I need you to get dressed and leave and never talk to me again. Like, nothing that happened was okay. And he did. He just got up and got dressed and left and didn't seem concerned.
He didn't ask you.
He didn't ask me a single question.
Rascott says she cut off contact with Platner after telling him the encounter was not consensual. She's also got receipts, messages with a friend calling Platner consensually careless when drunk. Politico spoke to the man Rascott dated after the alleged incident and reviewed emails with her therapist that corroborate her story. But Platner denies the allegations.
Any accusation of non-consensual behavior is categorically false, regardless of the inaccuracy of the reporting, but mindful of the political reality it will inflict. We are taking the time to reflect on the best path forward.
His campaign went even further, calling the story coached and coordinated by out-of-state establishment operatives. Jenny Rascott says she's no political operative.
But just to underline the point, you're not coming forward because you have any political motivation.
No, not at all. That was actually one of the huge reasons that I didn't come forward and still struggled. Like, that was a huge moral conflict to feel like...
Because you'd like a Democrat to be in the Senate.
Yeah. I like the things that he speaks about. They're important.
And she says her friends are voting for him anyway.
There are going to be Democrats who say, I believe you, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for him anyway. Mm-hmm. Because we need a progressive voice in the United States Senate. Mm-hmm. Are you going to be okay with that? Are you going to be able to handle that? I'm not saying it's the right answer or the right response, but...
No, I have friends who feel that way. And that's been a hard pill to swallow.
It's clear he knew the story was coming. Platner canceled 3 campaign events over the weekend, with aides saying he wasn't feeling well. This is Democrats' worst nightmare. They knew Platner was a wild card. Last month, after being exposed as a toxic boyfriend by accusers in the New York Times, the media begged him to come clean.
The GOP is going to dig up everything and more that they can.
Yeah, and probably lie at some point.
Is there something new you want to get ahead of?
No.
The New York Times lady was lied to, and she's not happy about it.
What do you make of Graham Platner's campaign basically attacking this group trying to help survivors of sexual abuse?
It sounds like the desperate gasp of a dying campaign. I mean, this is not the first allegation. This is not the second allegation. This is a series now of allegations that are credible, that have been well reported in the mainstream media with reporters who have investigated them, who have corroborated the information. And now this woman is coming out publicly to you and to others to tell her story. And so at this point, I do not see a path forward for Graham Platner and his campaign. And, you know, the question here is, what did they know and when did they know it?
Last month, Dem leadership wanted Platner's word that there were no more skeletons in his closet, and he promised that there were not. Now it's clear that was a lie, and already Democrats are pulling their endorsements. Ro Khanna and Ruben Gallego, Chuck Schumer, the Maine Democrat Party, and even Elizabeth Warren are already out. Platner's a dead man walking. Dems have until July 13th to replace him on the ballot, and you better believe they will, because this race was never actually about Graham Platner for them. It's about the woman Democrats are desperate to unseat.
To take back our power and to take back our Senate seat. Throughout it all, you never turned your back on me, and I will not turn my back on you now. Every one of you deserves to see that vision come to fruition and see Susan Collins defeated. And we will use every tool at our disposal to do so.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.